Thank you so much for being here this evening. We're super excited. We have some very energetic, awesome guests this evening. And I'll let Michelle and Brittany introduce them to you. Please remember to stay muted, and it's best if you keep your video off so we can have all the bandwidth focus on our videos here. And that doesn't mean we don't want to hear from you. We definitely want to hear your questions and comments, so make sure you type those things in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it on over to Brittany Butler and Michelle Treece.
Oops. There we go. Hi, folks.
Hey there, folks.
Welcome. So happy to bring you this special summer edition of Conversations That Matters. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are going to have our special guests introduce themselves. If I can. Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is. It's the camera.
We'll get it, folks.
Every week it's something. There we go. And so can everyone hear me? There we go. And so first question, just tell us your name and your age. And we'll start with you.
Hello, my name is Ethan and I am 11 years old.
Hello, my name is Hailey and I am 6. Hello, my name is Audrey and I am 7. I'm 8.
8 years old. You just had a birthday in March. That's right.
Well, it is so fun to have you guys here today. I'm excited because I know you guys have a lot to say. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Kind of.
Okay, good.
My face crunches up whenever I'm nervous.
That's great. Mine too. But we're going to have a lot of fun. So, who's got the first question?
Oh, I can go first. So what do you guys like to do for fun? Hailey, you want to go first? What's your favorite thing to do?
Swimming. Go to swim in the pool.
Yeah. Audrey, what about you?
Do you mean the most common fun thing to do? Or
What's your favorite?
Swimming.
Swimming too? Nice. Ethan, what about you?
Mine would be playing video games.
Oh,
What kind of games are you playing? What were you playing earlier today?
I was playing Halo 4.
Nice.
You look so sophisticated.
He is sophisticated. So tell me about Halo 4. What's that involve?
So it's about someone called Master Chief. Since it's the fourth one, I'm kind of just getting into the story, so I don't really know the backstory, but it's a first-person shooter game, kind of.
Okay.
And you're supposed to beat these aliens
Gotcha.
with different weapons. So sometimes your ammo for that certain weapon is out, so you need to pick up weapons from the aliens
Oh,
to use them. It is really hard.
is it a hard game?
Mhm.
Is it a T game?
Mhm.
Like E or T? Is it rated T?
I probably should have looked at that before I bought
Well,
it.
I
for
think
you.
the harder ones are the more fun games because it's a challenge.
Mhm.
That's what
Might
my
be.
son plays, some video games.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Audrey, what about you? What's your favorite book? What book did you just finish reading?
I know what book I just finished. I just need to remember. Big Nate.
Oh, that's right,
The
Big
first
Nate. Yes. And what was Big Nate about?
It was about it was about a kid named Nate. Like when he woke up, he was tired. Then he saw his best friend. I forget his name, but he saw his best friend studying social studies. So he thought it was a test.
Oh.
But so he tried to figure out all these ways to get out of the test. But then his best friend told him he just like studying. So then he could just throw all those ideas away. And he got detention, but he got this fortune from a fortune cookie that said you will surpass all others today.
Oh.
So he tried to do stuff every day to surpass them, but he got attention from every teacher. So that's how he surpassed all the others. He got an award for the most attention.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
And then the end. A
Yeah.
happy story.
Now, is Big Nate, is this a book that's gonna like different ones? Or is it just the one book? Or are there other series?
It's a series.
Oh, goodness.
I think there's only one series.
Okay.
Gotcha. Now, Hailey, you've been on our podcast before, sharing some Titanic facts. How did you learn about the Titanic?
I learned about it in Canada, and my kindergarten teacher is Mr. M, and I go to school at Ashley Academy,
And what grade are you going to be in?
first grade.
That's great.
You want to say a shout out to Mr. M?
Say hi.
Hi, Mr. M.
Aw, that's good. Well, let's see. Let me get a question here. I'm going to do it's going to be a quiz. Okay. Now, all you have to do to answer is to point. Who is the person? Okay. So I'll do 2 questions. You ready?
Okay.
Who is the funniest?
Mommy isn't the funniest. I think
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
Here's the second one. Who reads the most? Look at that. Very good. Okay, here's a tricky one. Who is the bossiest?
Oh, come on.
Sometimes, yeah, I'm the boss, yes, but sometimes him.
Okay. That's good. That's good. You guys are pretty on it every time. That's good.
I have one. Who steals the most food and snacks? I would say
Yeah,
Ethan.
he doesn't steal the most. I think I sneak and get like pieces of food the most.
All coming
But
out.
but Ethan like steals whole bags the most. Cause I
So-
don't steal whole bags. Yeah, and he keeps it in his room for days.
And who usually finds it?
Yes, me.
That's right.
And no, you're the first one to find it, then you tell me on your dad.
Exactly.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
So that's an interesting thing. Do you guys have to steal your snacks is because you love them so much?
Yeah, but we don't have to steal them. We choose them.
You choose to. Very good. What's the best snack to take?
Powdered donuts.
Oh dear. What's your
Do
favorite
have
one?
it.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, it's true.
That's got to be hard. You got to open the refrigerator. You got to make a lot of noise in there to get it.
Sneaky.
Is it?
Actually, not that much noise. I've done that in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Open the refrigerator. It's not that much noise.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep that good. My favorite snack is my newest dessert is the ice cream with peanut bits on it.
Those are drumsticks?
Drumsticks.
Oh, can I tell you? That's my favorite. They used to be called Nutty Buddies. I don't
That
know
makes
what
sense.
happened. Yeah, that's my favorite of all.
Yeah, my grandpa was the first. He wasn't the first to introduce me to it, but when he was there, I just felt the courage to finally taste peanuts. Yeah,
Ah,
I always ate it before. I just handed it to my dad, and my dad ate all the nuts for me.
because you didn't want to eat the top part of it.
Yeah, I did.
Ah,
And
that's
I
really-
like the chocolate and like the filling.
Yep.
And I like the cone and the stuff that's in the cone, but I don't like the nuts, so I just gave it to my dad, and he ate all the nuts.
Now, where's
Wow.
Daddy from? Where are Pop and Audrey?
Daddy's from Maryland, but I don't know where our grandparents are from.
Where did we visit, Ethan?
So, our dad was born in Maryland, but first childhood, he lived in West Virginia. Then in North Carolina, he met our mother, which then we moved to Tennessee. They had me, Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. So, Ethan,
Ohio.
where were you born?
I was born in Tennessee.
Audrey, where were you born?
Louisiana, and we kept moving because of Daddy's job.
And then Hailey, do you remember where you were born?
Ohio.
Ohio.
Wow. What's the earliest memory you have from when you're babies? Like the earliest one. All right, let's start on this corner.
My earliest memory was when we had our old piano, and it pressed the song, like there was a button where you could play a song, and I was like, and I was just pressing
All the buttons.
keys.
Do you remember how old you were?
1-year-old. It was not 17, so it's almost 2 years old.
Oh, wow, you remember the date.
Yes.
Wow.
And literally, before we went here, we were looking through pictures and I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Okay, Hailey,
all
what
right.
about you?
Yes, your
What are the
earliest,
others?
right?
It was when I was like spit out my bust up piece when I was a baby.
And what did you spit out?
Must up peas.
No,
No
mashed
baby
up
likes those.
peas. No one likes
Oh,
peas.
nobody likes those.
Only the babies are probably going to grow up to be nerds and amazing scientists who eat peas when they're babies.
That's what I ate.
Maybe.
Do you still not like peas?
I never
Do
tried.
any of you guys eat peas? Y'all don't steal peas out of the fridge?
No, I don't try, but no one eats frozen peas.
You know what? If you hurt your kneecap or your
Yeah,
ankle,
you put them on.
frozen
But
peas,
I
they
never
fold,
tried.
they bend, perfect.
I never tried peas, but the reason I don't like them is because they're just my body just doesn't like green stuff.
Oh,
It just says it's
goodness.
disgusting.
No,
Yeah.
no spinach,
Yeah.
no broccoli.
I hate green colored muffins.
Mm.
No green colored muffins.
Most of those
Green
are,
eggs and ham.
oh my, I never tried that. And if there's green eggs and ham, then wait, when green eggs and ham is just normal ham and green eggs, right?
That's what I would think. Would you eat the green
Yeah.
eggs? All you gotta do is put a little food color. Would you eat them? Would you eat them in a bowl?
I would, but if it was originally green, I would eat them because the egg would be infected.
No.
No
Okay.
no
yeah.
egg is green.
You're right. You're right about that.
Ethan,
Okay,
what were we
Ethan,
even
yes.
asking? I don't know even.
What is your earliest memory
Earliest
from when you were
memory.
a baby?
So I was 3 years old, and we were in like a parking garage, and no one else was in there. Only car in there, and I must have been really small because I remember it went on for like a mile or something.
In the parking garage.
Yes, it was like
And-
really big.
And you just remember like things passing by?
I remember running through it when my dad was chasing me. I think he
Oh.
was trying to get me in the car or something.
Wait, you were running in the car?
In the
I mean,
parking
yeah, in the
garage.
parking lot, just running around.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you were running in the car. That would have been very hard. Yeah, yeah. I'm just imagining you like this,
That's an interesting memory. My earliest memory of me was I had to be a little baby because I was in a car seat, or probably not a car seat, but I was in the car and we were driving and it was at night. And I just remember seeing, there you guys are. I just remember seeing the streetlights pass by. I don't know where we were going, but I was little and it's in the seat. And I just remember the streetlights passing me by. I had to be less than one, I'm sure, but that's it. That's all I can remember.
Next question.
Okay,
Yes.
we actually have a question from the chat. What's your favorite subject in school? Ethan, let's start with you.
Mine is math.
Nice.
Love it.
Great.
Haley,
Technology.
technology.
Fabulous.
Okay, Audrey, what's your favorite subject?
I don't know why'd you raise your hand.
I just one popped into my head though.
You could say more than one.
Probably like when your teacher reads you a book or something.
No, not bad.
Library.
That's
Now, what do you guys do in your library?
Oh, we get to have time to pick out a book and read, or we can check them out and check out one new and check it. Yeah, and sometimes, like I think only one time, you get to go outside in the forest because in like the back of our school, there's like a little forest, and we could go in there. And those days, the music teacher and the library teacher, they like let us go out there in the woods.
Wow.
Mine is very different from theirs because I sort the books in the library other than picking them out and reading them.
So you have like a little job in the library.
Does
Fabulous.
Miss Sanchez say you can do it? Or
Yeah, she tells us. So like she
Yeah,
gets a box
we
of
can
books that
own-
people have returned
Yeah.
and just said like, and she tells us like we have the number system,
Is that the Dewey Decimal?
Yeah, Dewey Decimal System, how you tell fractions by authors' names,
Yeah.
alphabetical order.
And then you go back and put them in the shelves according to the right order, right?
I
The last
didn't
time?
understand a word you said. But you have to go on library card, right? For the library. Oh, they don't. Oh,
They don't have library.
they should.
Now, do you want to give a shout out to your librarian?
Yes. Hello, Mrs. Ninja.
There we go.
Miss Ninja.
Wonderful.
So what do y'all, I know I ask y'all this all the time. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I like bragging about this.
Okay.
Astrogeologist.
An astrogeologist. And what is that?
It's when you study geology is the study of Earth, like all the planets and rocks, and an astro is space. So we study geology and we study plants and rocks on different planets.
Very cool. What about you,
Wow.
Hailey?
I want to be a singer when I grow
The
up.
singer. And where are you going to sing at? I know you had some countries, right?
New York,
New York.
England, and Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans,
Oh, wow.
and Paris. And that's maybe it.
Yeah.
Haley, what type do you want to be singing? Like pop or? Well, I don't know. I was gonna sing my own kind.
Oh, there you go.
Do you sing now? Do you sing like in a choir, or are you kind of sing in the shower or in the tub? At school?
I sing in the tub.
Do you? What's your favorite song to sing? And would you break out a little bit right now?
This girl is on fire.
There we
I knew that
go. Yeah,
Good job.
that's it.
Ethan.
Perfect. All
What about
right.
you, E?
So I forget the name of it, but something to do with math and technology combined.
Oh.
It was like computers too, right? Sometimes
Wait,
you say
is it
like software engineer.
Yeah, software engineer.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's the way to go.
Easy.
Okay, now I know what the
Yes,
question is.
that is the way to go. So we were talking about subjects. So my question for you, who is your favorite person in history or from history? Have you had history and social studies?
Yeah, I wrote it down to two people.
Exactly.
Sacagawea.
Oh, really? Fabulous.
Yeah, she helped two people. I forget what it was, but she helped two men go to where?
I think map out North America.
Yeah, map like I think go across it all
Mhm.
and back. And she helped it all while having her baby on her back.
Can you believe that?
And yeah, but I watched the Who Was show, and I was like, she did. It wasn't true that she did all the work, like most of it,
I bet so.
probably.
But she probably knew it more than anybody else.
Yeah, and the men probably slacked off because
Probably.
there was a woman there.
Yeah, sitting around drinking coffee.
But
Yeah, I mean, I like
but she also didn't get any money for doing that. The men did.
See, that's not right. Well, that's a great person.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
My other one was going to be
Oh.
Rosa Parks.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Park's good.
Ethan.
Yeah, what were we gonna say?
So I forget his name. I know it's something Washington.
George Washington.
No. He found a bunch of ways, like he made a lotion.
George Washington
Washington
Carver.
Carver.
Yeah, George Washington.
Yes.
So people were making a lot of cotton and since cotton takes a bunch of nutrients from their soil, it will kind of destroy your soil.
Mhm.
So he came up with a plan, since he was a scientist in this matter. He told them to put cotton in your fields like for a month, and the other month put peanuts
Something
because
else.
that
Oh.
helps. And since some people had some of the peanuts, he found a way to make lotion out of it,
Right.
like bath soap.
Yes.
Okay.
He did a lot of stuff that a lot of people are not aware of. I think a lot of people know about the peanuts, but he did so many other things. So very cool man. Very cool man. Yes.
Yeah, I have another fact about George Washington, however.
Oh,
I actually researched about him, and he actually made lots of ways for the peanut, but he never made peanut butter.
oh, really?
Yeah, that was already invented by.
Really?
Yeah, peanut butter was already invented by someone else.
By the time he came along.
But I think a lot of people thinks he made peanut butter.
Yeah, because I think he's the most famous with peanuts.
With peanuts.
I was researching it for a school thing. I chose George William J. Henry.
It was William something. We can't remember.
Yeah.
But what did he do?
Um,
William Turner.
no.
No. Okay.
He helped in the Civil War.
Mhm.
He got shot 2 times, like one like in the elbow and one like just glided off like that. It got some skin off, but he still walked and carried the flag through the war,
And this was
and
this
never
was
passed it.
through the Civil War?
And he never passed it to anyone else.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
carried the American flag.
He might have been the
Very
last person
brave.
to carry it though.
Very brave. How about you? Who's your favorite person?
George Washington and Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah?
Nice.
Very
President.
good presidents.
And what do you like most about them?
That George Washington did a lot of good things, but I don't really know about Abraham Lincoln at all, so I don't really know what he did at all.
Mhm.
He helped.
Maybe-
He helped civil rights, like end slavery. He helped end slavery, and he got shot in a movie theater.
Oh,
So
wow.
the one thing I would do if I could travel back in time is tell him, don't go to the theater
Mhm.
you are planning to go to. Someone will murder you. And
Oh,
close
wow.
and put all your guards out to make sure and they close all the windows and try to be extra protective.
Very good. That's a good question. Now, Ethan, what you got?
Okay, Abraham Lincoln, after he died, his vice president really messed up everything he was working for like ending slavery.
Mm.
He mostly gave like all their rights back because he was scared that they would branch off again. And he's like, I'm not as good as Abraham Lincoln. I couldn't like bring it back together. I don't want another war.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it was Congress, but or some representatives of George Washington were really mad at him.
I didn't know that.
Ooh.
Next question.
So if you could meet someone from history, I know we're going to have you guys back to ask all these questions. If you can meet someone who is not alive today, just to have your favorite snack with them, who would it be and why? Who would you meet? Who would you want to hang with?
George Washington.
What would be your first question for George Washington?
What did you have children?
Oh, that's a good question.
And did you actually have wooden teeth?
Mhm.
You know
Yes,
what?
he did.
I heard that he did not. I heard that he had teeth that were somebody else's teeth.
And animals' teeth.
Probably.
Yeah.
Now, if I wouldn't mind the really sharp dinosaur teeth, I wouldn't mind. That'd be nice, I think.
Yeah, but they would have to wash it off because it would be in the ground.
The dinosaur teeth. Yeah.
I didn't mind that. All right, now who else would you guys want to meet? Someone, it doesn't have to be a famous person. It could be like a rock star. It could be whoever. Who else?
The world's best singer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
What's that thing? Audrey?
And I would meet my great granddad or on my mom's side of Audrey.
oh, wow. What would be your question for them?
I know what I would ask. Was Mimi bad when she was a little girl?
Oh wait, was that her grandma?
Her dad. Yeah, her dad.
Oh. Didn't know that. Is Mimi on the Zoom?
Give Mimi a shout out.
Yeah, just say.
Okay, hello Mimi, also known as Shelly Butler.
Okay.
I'm
Give it
just
all.
gonna
That's
give
fine.
this information out. So don't forget the name I just said.
It's fine. Ethan, you.
So I would like to meet Michael Jackson.
Very cool.
Yeah, one of my favorite song producers
Yep.
or songwriters.
Yeah, he's amazing. I know some people have issues, but I think he is an incredible artist. I still say is because his music is still out there.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry that Amos has been talking.
Sorry.
I probably wouldn't be able to speak for a long time. I would just poke him really tight.
Aww.
Okay, we have.
Very
I want to make
sweet.
sure we get to one more question in the chat.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to make friends. So how do you go about making friends? You got any tips or suggestions for folks? Audrey.
I just walk up and like introduce myself, and I just be funny.
Do you have a go-to joke?
What does it go? Does it go to joke mean like a joke I would tell someone?
Yes.
Like
this
your
is one
favorite.
that just popped into my head.
Okay.
Why was 6 or page 7?
Because it ain't 9.
7, yeah, 7.
Did she get it? She got it.
Because I love jokes.
If anyone has a good joke, put it in the chat too.
Yeah.
You can.
Let's see if these guys know the answer.
Yeah.
Ethan, what would you do? How do you make friends?
Okay, so I try and find out the person's likes and interests to see if they are like mine. If they're not, I wouldn't really be friends with them, but I still like hang out with them.
Find out what they like and see if that's interesting. Yeah.
But if they do like the same thing, I would talk about that more, bring that up more in topics and
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's good. That's good. I wish everybody could do that. Yes.
What
How
about you,
about you?
Hailey?
And yeah, if I'm going to be friends, I'll just wait until they ask me. And if they don't ask me, would you be my friend? I would just introduce myself and say to them, would you like to be my friend?
That's great.
Good
That
idea.
is a great way to do it. Just ask, would you like to be friends? When you have new students come to your school, how do they meet new people? Is that how you do that? Say, you're gonna be friends?
Yeah, at first I knew someone. At first I was like friends with Aiden and Lachlan, and when Aiden, Lachlan, and I were playing games, and we were playing games next to Kate, and I was saying hi, Kate. Yes, we were like first off kind of friends.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yes.
This is a completely off comment, but did you guys know we have a green screen? I'm talking to the people
The
out
audience.
there in the podcast and the YouTube. And that's right, we do have a YouTube channel. Try to check it out.
No, they don't. Ethan.
Yes.
Switching gears. So what do you guys know about your heritage or like what countries and stuff you come from?
So I am really excited because it's one of my favorite countries. It was already my favorite country before I knew like my descendants. So it was Germany.
Oh yeah,
And sometimes,
Audrey.
and also for my dad's side it's Germany, for my mom's side it's African American. We kind of had to search up what our African American thing was, but I think it's Nigerian.
That's
Oh.
right.
So sometimes I say I'm American, German, Nigerian.
Wow. Did you guys do DNA? Did you do
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great.
Yeah, Daddy's phone just sucks up his fingerprint and knows his heritage.
I think it's blood actually. No.
Really? He donates.
No,
he
it's
sucks up blood in his
spit.
phone?
Oh,
They
spit.
can get your DNA from spit.
Yeah.
Audrey, what were you gonna say?
I am pot. French, African American, German, Nigerian.
You already said African American, and Nigerian is in Africa. Okay.
What
That
else?
works though. Some Irish.
Oh, European.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great.
My favorite of the bunch is European. Europe.
I think most Americans are European.
Now, do you?
Actually, it's French because Europe was mean to African Americans when they were in America.
It wasn't really Europe. It was more the people colonizing America.
What is that? I mean, they put flags of people that had. I think it was Europeans. They put it was the African Americans thought what they were helping to get blood, but they got like towels up that were covered in people who had chicken pox.
Yeah.
And gave them a disease. I think it was so they could have the land.
Exactly.
I think Hailey fell asleep.
I think so. And what you want to add to about your heritage?
I don't know. I know nothing.
You don't know anything about that yet? Well, now you guys have lots of different countries. Do you have any desire to learn those languages, like French or German?
Well,
Or
I really want to learn Chinese. It's very interesting to me.
yeah.
And that's why I'm gonna first have one of my like concert.
In China.
Oh, nice. Can you say anything? Can you say hello in Chinese?
こんにちは。你好。
Okay.
If
Oh.
I could tell you 1 and 2, only thing I know.
Oh, in
In
Chinese.
Chinese?
Sorry.
That's good. You're
Yeah,
starting.
so 1 is Yi and 2 is R. Yi is
Ah.
spelled Y-I and R is spelled A-R-R.
Oh, goodness.
Audrey, what do you got there?
I know what 9. I know what 9 is in French. Nerf.
Oh,
Nerf gun.
Like a Nerf gun? Now, have we been to
4 is portal.
Well,
I
you're
don't
trying to
know
learn
any of those.
Spanish a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn French after I'm done learning Spanish. I
Nice.
have a journal, but I lost it. Too bad. All that learning of Spanish gone.
oh my goodness. You'll have to practice it. It'll come right back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, another chat question. Do you guys remember a museum you visited? And if so, what made that museum memorable?
Mm.
I went to this museum with the next to the hands-on museum, like the dinosaur fossil
Oh,
museum.
cool.
The fossil museum. Yeah. I remember it because it's the only museum I've been to. Like it's the one connected to the hands-on museum, so I did that as one museum.
Is the Great Fossil Site?
Yeah, that's my only museum I've ever been to.
Was it
We should
great?
go to Washington and see all the other museums.
We will. Ethan?
Yeah.
So it was a field trip. It was a field trip. We parked in a
Not a parking garage.
I knew we
Where?
the last field trip we took.
I was to the Great Fossil Museum.
I mean the other last one.
The one before that.
Knoxville?
Yeah.
Oh, Knoxville. Yeah, I had to drive to Knoxville.
And which museum was it?
It was the
East Tennessee
East Tennessee.
Museum. East
Oh.
Tennessean Museum,
Never
right on
heard of
State
that.
Street. It's really cool.
Yes. And so since we were doing
Girls, sit
since
up.
we were doing a social studies project, our teacher got one of the get the word present.
Exhibit?
Is it the guide?
Yeah, guide.
Okay.
There we go.
She told the guy to since we were going to do a scavenger hunt for the museum anyways, she gave us specific things to do that'll help us on our
Right.
social studies to learn.
Okay.
And so since me and Brett kind of had the same stuff, we worked together.
That's
Brett
right.
is one of my friends.
You want to give a shout out?
And yes, we found 3 things, but then Miss Farrell realized that since we were near the World Fair, actually, we were gonna go up to the Sky Dome, I think.
Yeah.
And so we were walking for a while and I got really tired, so I just went home with my mom. I couldn't walk anymore.
That's pretty cool. I've never been to that museum. Been to near the Sky Dome. I've never been up in the top.
Oh yeah, and we went to the Knoxville Theater too.
That was cool. We got a tour of
Mm.
that.
Yeah, it
That's
was like
great.
a castle or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ethan,
Mm-hmm.
so did you leave at the very end so you had to walk around the school, or did you leave at almost the end of the field?
Almost the end of the theater before we got to the Sky Dome. We were like walking to the Sky Dome, and so to walk to the Sky Dome, we had to go past where we parked. But no, we had to go to where we parked to drop off our lunches, since we just ate lunch, and then we went to the Sky Dome. But I was tired. We did a lot of walking.
Speaking of a lot of walking, we just went to Dollywood for the first time.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
was that?
Haley, how was Dollywood?
Good.
Good. What was your favorite ride? Do you remember?
The elephants. The
Yes.
elephant one, where you press the button and you have to like hold it so it can go high, high.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you want it to go low, just let go. Or just like this.
Now, besides the elephant, there's another ride that goes back and forth it goes like this, and then it spins as it's going like that.
Oh yeah,
That's a
me,
pretty big
me
one.
and Audrey went on that one.
Did you ride it?
Audrey, remember the one that we were like strapped in?
Yeah, with two different people.
Facing out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we were facing forward to like the outside, not the inside.
Was it the one that we couldn't sit together?
No, that was the one that was spinning. This one's like rolling back, spinning around really far. I'm like,
Oh, the
Yes.
one that's next to the elephants?
Yes, it was.
My-
Yeah.
It was very.
We thought it just went automatically, but you have to hold on.
What?
Yeah, you kind of had to hold on. I was kind of scared because they didn't have any foot coverage.
Yes.
Sitting down,
So
holding on.
yes,
to
you just
hands,
sit down.
and
Yeah.
your legs are like
Yeah.
shaking around.
I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
holding Ethan's hand.
Now, did you guys see any of the shows? Go in and sit down and listen to people sing and dance?
We passed by, but we were mostly there for the rides and food,
Yeah.
and not really.
Yeah.
We had like a family course. We had a lot of food.
Oh, that was a lot of food.
Did you ride the train?
No.
We did.
We
get
saw
there.
that was too big of a line.
It's
That
a
if we were
long
gonna
line.
wait there, we would have to wait like
Yeah.
an hour because it was already full.
Yeah. Now, how about, because I love Dollywood. How about the wooden roller coaster?
Oh yeah, me, Audrey, and my dad, and also one of mommy's friends that
Helen.
lost her keys. Yeah, she lost her keys in
On
Dollywood.
the
In the ride?
Yes.
Oh.
And it just so happened, and Valentina is on the Zoom, she remembers. So it just so happens we were all there Memorial Day, and she lost her keys on the big main ride.
Oh my
Like
God.
Thunder
Is that
something?
eagle?
The EU one was really fun. I
I've
did
never
that.
ridden
It was a big
So she had to
drop.
ride back with us from
Oh, no.
We
Dollywood,
got McDonald's.
and we got McDonald's.
Oh my word. I love Dollywood.
Yeah, I had a cat.
Yay for
Cat
Dollywood.
candy?
Caught in.
Oh,
It's
cotton
a cat.
candy. I heard cat.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So I heard that you guys also saw the We Did It Together play. Did you see that?
At the
Oh,
McKinney
Here
Center.
at McKinney Center. Would you ever think about being in a play like?
Yes.
Oh,
I said.
but you would? I think you should
I'll be in
audition.
any play, but only I would be in any play only if I did have to be the one that was crying.
That was crying.
You can't
It'd be
cry
hard to
in
cry, make yourself cry.
I didn't know. It would take a long period. It would take a long time. So I would have to like practice or maybe like,
Yeah.
like if that would have to be like the first scene, and when I was walking up, I would have to have it here. And
Just
so-
put some water on your face.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I
But I
get
can't
mad at
cry.
watering.
That's
But
another way.
I'm just
to do it.
picturing, like her and one wants to try to see that like, doing the for one.
Haley, I think you do a
I
great
know,
job
that
in
was
the
good.
play. Would you be in a play? Really? You could sing and
Only if
dance.
I play,
Oh.
and I want to be the main character. Well, I think was
That's great.
There
I'll
you
have
go.
to talk to Jules about that.
See there? That might happen. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
I had a tear working up like in the back.
Okay.
We could have the Titanic played by kids, and we would call it the teeny Titanic.
Or the Teen Tanic.
Teen Titanic.
Yeah,
That's even better.
yeah, they,
See, you have to be in the play
That's
now.
right. He's like,
I'll be the producer.
The producer behind the
I
scenes.
would be the guy. I would be the
The director.
I would dislike. I came up with an idea.
Okay, tell it.
Hailey's frozen.
Yeah, I would not want to be the part where Jack is drawing the picture of Rose.
Oh no, we didn't. We fast forwarded that part.
Yes, the part of the picture is not part of the.
We'd have to cut that play
You
out.
would be horrible parents if they chose.
Okay,
Yes.
new question. So, what do you remember learning about how schools were in the past, like around civil rights time?
That in the playhouse we went to, it was a segregated
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. Hailey.
That brown people had to go to a like bad school, bad this, not really actually that's, and blondes and people went to fancy cool new stuff schools, and it's not there.
That's right.
Yeah, if my mom was in that time, she would have been in like
A less
The-
educated area.
like the bad school where all the brown people go.
Yeah.
That's not there.
That is not fair. Yes.
Do we have another comment question?
Oh, we might.
I have a question. Hold on, let me try to remember it. What do you think would happen to you since you have a white dad and a mom that's a person of color? What would have happened to you during that time?
What do you think?
Okay,
That's our
so it would depend on like if you were a mix, it would depend on who's more like if Audrey was more black than white and I was more white than black, she would be more like she would be more treated badly than me because I look a bit more white than I do black.
Yeah, comparing.
Comparing.
Yeah. What do you think, Hailey?
I'm thinking that like I'm more blonde, so they'll probably put me in like the good school, and Daddy will have to pick me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he's blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's saying blonde
Right.
skin.
It's blonde.
We're working on that. Audrey.
Yeah, I would think I would just go to a black school because I just think they would put it in schools whether you have two white parents or two black parents. Like if you have one black parent, you automatically go in the black school because you're still part black.
And I think that's how it was back then.
Probably
I believe you're right.
Yeah.
If you could tell adults something today about skin color and being friends and all that, what would you tell adults? What do they need to know?
It does not matter at all.
Doesn't matter at all.
Everyone is an equal person, and no one deserves to be treated better than anyone else.
Perfect.
Girls.
How about you girls?
I wouldn't say anything because they probably already learned like a lot of stuff about segregation.
But what do you
You'd
think
be
they would
surprised.
might need to know?
Wait, does it have to be about segregation?
No?
Okay. That Sacagawea carried her baby on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a lot
That's
of
Who
people do that.
Sacagawea
I did.
is.
I don't think I knew that, and that's a big deal. Yeah. How about you? What do you think? What would you tell adults?
I would just say to them can you please, can you please take the law? And then if I secretly have the president's number, I call the president and say, who takes this wall?
Oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of presidents, do you think you would ever be president? Would you like to be president?
No, my friend Rachel that used to live in Tennessee, but now she moved to Pennsylvania. But I think she said that she wants to be a president when she grows up.
Yeah, cool. I think that'd be cool. Yes. Yes.
I think people might say I should go and for president, but I don't want to because too much paperwork.
Too much paperwork.
Gotcha.
If you're president, you just say, sign that. Just do all the paperwork and just let me put my name on. That
Unfair.
it'd be easy. That's the president. That's part of the
Yeah, but
perks.
it's unfair to let everyone do the hard work and you just have the easy work.
Well, you'd have to talk. You don't have to do the paperwork.
Yeah,
You
you're
just
kind
talk.
of like when you're the president, only a few selected people are like the same power or rights as you.
Just mayor, court,
No, mayor, governor,
court.
no, mayor, governor,
Senator?
What justice?
Representative?
Yes, senator, representative. Wait.
And do you know who our
Governor?
vice president is right now?
Yes.
I know it is the first Black woman and first woman, but how?
You remember her name?
I know, I don't remember her name, but I know who the president is.
Who's the president?
Joe Biden.
Kamala Harris. Yeah, she's
Kamala.
mixed too. She's Black and Indian.
Yeah.
She might be watching this.
Ooh, yeah, this
Shout
is
out.
a
Shout
good-
out to the vice president. Kamala.
There we
Shout out
go.
to the vice
Shout out to
president.
the vice
And
president.
shout out to the president.
And
That's
shout out to
true.
President Biden.
Oh, Biden.
So what do you hope the future will be like?
And shout out to Donald Trump.
Okay.
Because
Never mind.
what I heard about you was. Okay. Never. Okay.
And Obama. Might as well put Barack in
Must
there.
throw it in. And Michelle.
Oh no. Okay, we only have 2 minutes left. This is the 2-minute warning. So what do you, this will be our last question. This is good, because y'all are going cuckoo cuckoo. So what do you hope the future will be like? Hailey, let's start with you. Think about it for a minute. What do you hope the future will be like?
Like there's and like there's this like there's this like human, there's this robot doing this like making a visible a wall that you can see, but when they put it up, then you can drive.
Oh.
And
Traffic robot?
yeah, and the cars will be like just like a student that can do like this and
Oh yeah, scooter, so there's no so there's barely any gas in cars.
No front seat, back seat.
and there'll be no polluting
Mhm.
and we would just throw most of the trash into space, and some we recycle and some we just burn it.
Mm.
Audrey, what about you? What do you hope the future?
Wait, hope or think it will be?
Both.
Yeah, it's both.
What do you
First,
hope and then what do you think?
First, I'm gonna do what I think it will be.
Okay.
America will be the richest and most powerful country, and there's a war.
Oh.
World War III?
No,
Just a war?
yeah, someone invading another country to get bigger. Maybe Russia. Like it's trying Ukraine. Is it done yet?
No, it's still going on.
Okay, Russia. If you're listening. Yeah, and of course it's Russia because Russia wants to take over like all of land. We're gonna take over the wall.
Oh, good. Ethan?
I don't think Russia was that type of dictator, or I mean, I think Russia's a communist, not really a dictatorship, so I don't think they would want to take over the world. They're already a pretty big country.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's too big, but
Well, what do you think the future is going to be like?
future, I feel like the future will be like whites being treated bad,
Oh, interesting.
like slavery, but switched.
Mm.
And more black people will be in power, and we'll have like a woman president or something.
I think that's what people are afraid of.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
There is something out there, exactly what you're thinking, that people are afraid of.
It might happen because the president might be black and they might be jealous. They're probably going to be jealous that the white people got to have power over the black. So they might allow black people to be more like powerful.
Yeah,
and give them power.
more in places of power, or just like a black president, and someone like tries to murder them
Oh
because
no.
some people are just crazy like that.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh,
Somebody's yawning.
I think that's our cue.
Are you sleeping? So, Dewey, how much time do we have?
Now look at me.
So here's a really the last question. Do you guys have any questions for each other, or for us,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
for people that are watching out in Zoom land?
So, have you ever thought about most of the stuff we're talking about?
Have
Before.
you ever thought of most of this? Have I ever thought most of the stuff we're talking about? No.
Okay, Hailey, what about you?
I don't know.
Do y'all have any questions for Ethan or me?
Ethan,
Yes.
are you gonna be single or not single?
I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question.
Tell me, Mom.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh, one for me?
Did you live in segregation?
No, I did not.
Awesome.
But
She's a
who? But
millennial. She's a millennial.
I'm a geriatric millennial. But we were talking about who ended segregation.
No.
Ruby
Ruby
Bridges. And then we found out she's the same age
I thought
as
it was
me.
a boy.
It was a girl. Ruby Bridges.
Who's in the books?
We have the books. You might be thinking of Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did civil rights.
Yes, he did.
Oh.
Okay, what's your question?
What year did you get your ears pierced?
So in New Orleans, we get ears pierced as babies, and so I probably was 3 months old.
Do you guys have your ears pierced?
Yes, she does.
I got my ears pierced as a baby, but they keep getting infected. That's why I have gold earrings, because my ears are very sensitive.
Oh,
Yes.
I got my ears pierced when I was 21,
Oh, wow.
and I almost cried.
Oh,
That's
no.
why, because I put stuff in my ears, so it wouldn't hurt that much.
Mine hurt.
Oh, no.
I did it in
It hurt.
place in Louisiana.
Mm. Do you guys have tattoos?
I like how y'all checked.
But when I grow up, I'm gonna have one, just like a medium one, like just like a tattoo, like white. Like
What do you
a
want it to say? What's it gonna be? Do you know yet?
A snake with like a flower around it, but not colored in.
Oh.
Interesting. I thought you were going to say Baby Yoda tattoo.
Oh yeah, baby Yoda tattoo. I'm gonna have a heart tattoo right here.
Oh.
Okay.
All
Is it gonna say
right.
mom?
What?
Is it gonna say mom
No,
inside
it's
the
not
heart?
gonna have anything in it.
Just a heart.
I'm not gonna put any like boys' name because I'll probably wake up with them. Like I think.
Do it once you're married. Put a boy's
Yeah.
name once you're married.
Yeah, I'll just see someone do it, and if they get raped up, I would say that's a bad look.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
What was the question again?
Do you have a tattoo?
Oh,
But the thing, there was one before that though, I think. about-
Yeah.
Any
Um,
question?
We were asking questions
Oh,
to each other.
that's right.
so I would like, someone like it would be pretty big on my back. It would just be a scorpion.
Oh,
underneath
no.
Scorpio.
Are you a Scorpio?
Yes.
Are you, is that what it is,
I
Scorpio?
think so.
I'm a Capricorn. I'm a
Aries.
Aries.
Oh, we can tell.
Yeah, I'm a Leo.
But Audrey, I thought you were gonna say a space tattoo.
Stars and moons.
Nah.
Rocks.
Just a moon on your forehead or something.
I might have to have like black colored around it now. Or maybe you can just like trace it with black or not color them. Something wrong with tattoos. Yeah, but I don't want it to be that deep. Like I'll just have them. Like when it's not so fake, like I just want it to be one skin layer deep. Cause like if you put it like deep in it, like how deep can it go?
Just gets to the top, maybe the
Couple layers.
I have one. See mine?
Top couple layers.
That's all I
Mommy
have.
has one on the back.
I do. Fleur de lis.
Shoulder. Come on.
Fleur de
turn
lis.
it.
That's okay. So we would like to thank our guests.
Yes,
This
this has been
evening.
super fun.
Thank you so much for
Super
sharing, Audrey,
fun.
Haley, and Ethan. Y'all
Yes.
give a wave.
Haley, come.
And
Wait,
it's
wait,
that
we lost
time. We
one.
lost one. There she is.
Wait fine, everybody.
Wait, fine.
Give
Do
them.
it. Oh, walk off stage.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Wow. Wow. You're welcome, everyone.
Actually,
Great.
bye-bye.
Bye. Someone says, thank you all so much for sharing. Amazing answers.
You can tell they're getting a little loopy. So I have one shout out. So this is June, and so I just wanted to plug the Kingsport Juneteenth celebration. I think that's on Saturday. You can look at their Facebook page or search it up on Facebook, but I think it's going to be the Saturday, June 18th in downtown Kingsport. And that's 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. So we'll be there if you want to see these hooligans again.
And I think ETSU is having something on that Friday. I do not know the details.
That's true. Yeah. So if you go to the Multicultural Center in the Culp Center
Mhm.
at 11:30 on Friday, ETSU will be having a Juneteenth celebration, and they will have, I think, a dancing group is going to be there and other things. And we did it together as a play that we were talking about. We saw it and it was just fantastic. It has been rescheduled from this weekend, and so you should be getting contacted about that if you had tickets, but it's going to be rescheduled for later this June.
And I think one more thing is downtown Johnson City, and I do not know the name of the art gallery, but it's Nancy Fishman. Her art gallery is working with, I think, Langston Center, and they have a Juneteenth art celebration in her gallery, and it features a lot of African artwork, African-American artists. So please go down and check it out. I cannot think of the name of her gallery though. I'm sorry. It's right across from King Commons Park.
Yeah, and
Nope,
you know
we're
what
done.
time it is?
We're
Please tell me.
We're done. So thanks, folks. Hope you have a good night.
Subscribe
Bye-bye.
if you can.
Bye.
Yeah, come on.
Please subscribe if you actually can.
Please subscribe if you can.